Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, thank you all so much for those of you who have already subscribed and for all of those that viewed my first video. I really appreciate it. I'm still a little nervous about making these videos, but I'm so excited. Now, in that previous video, we talked about finances before getting married. Now we're gonna get a little bit into actually deciding to get married and eloping into that big wedding, which was our situation. Now, when we actually decided to get married, like I said in the previous video, I was away at work and we were pretty much on the phone all the time. We had time to discuss all of this. Now, while I was away, Peter actually went to ask for my hand in marriage to my mom. So when I got back from my trip, I had no idea. But I obviously did know that we were planning on getting married soon. So, but our first thought was to move in together. And then have a wedding, you know, a year later once we saved up and booked everything and how we wanted. But when we told our parents that, my mom was like, no, you cannot leave our house without you actually being married. You guys need to have that commitment so that, you know, you guys have that responsibility that you are now husband and wife. Because she said she did not accept any returns of me, of course. You know, I took that into consideration. I spoke to Peter about it. His mom and dad actually felt the same way, so they were on the same boat. So we consider what our parents have to say a lot, especially, well, I mean, Peter does, you know, he loves his parents, but I only have my mom at this point, so I really wanted to, because it was already hard as is, me leaving the house, and I didn't want to leave on bad terms or her feeling some type of way. So we decided to get married through the court prior to moving in. We decided that maybe like a month after we got engaged. We got engaged in May and we got married at the end of June. So we did take them into consideration. We do appreciate their opinion. So in that sense, we went ahead and, you know, did what would have made them happy at the moment. So we got married through the court. After that, we started actually fairly quickly setting a date for our religious wedding, which was luckily at our 1-year anniversary. So June 29, 2018, civil wedding. June 29, 2019 was our religious wedding 1-year anniversary. So that was, you know, we actually kept our word to get married with God's blessing, because that was very important to me and it was important to Peter and to our families. Many of the times when people just decide to go ahead and move in together, they either feel like, oh, you know, we're over it, we're already living together, like why do we need a paper to signify that we're married? I will make another video on how wedding planning went, and it gives you guys some tips and tricks for those of you that are recently engaged or might be getting engaged soon. But you know, everyone is different. We just decided to consider our parents before getting married. Now once we decided to get married, we had already like my husband said in the previous video, put all the cards on the table. We had discussed about, you know, children. We at that point already agreed how many children we would like to have, God willing. We had talked about, you know, other than finances, of course, we talked about you know, our life goals and what we'd want to do. We also took into consideration, well, personally, I took into consideration, does this person make me happy? Does this person make me feel like a better person, or does he make me want to be a better person? Does he respect me? Does he trust me? Those are really important. Does he communicate with me specifically? Because I can talk forever. But I really took those into consideration, and one of the ones that really stuck out to me the most was, does he make me want to be a better person? And I can definitely say that that was a big one. I'm sure he also did his balance on my end. You know, I am a very picky person. I knew exactly what I wanted and I knew exactly what I did not want. And I wanted someone that, you know, would strive for more, that had goals, that didn't want to conform to what their life was at the moment, that they want to grow as a person and help me grow as a person as well, so we can both grow together. So that was a like a big part. So my advice to you all is to look for that person that, you know, makes you want to be a better person, or pushes you to be your best, or, you know, just is there for you. Because I can clearly say that my husband is my best friend. Yes, I have, you know, my girlfriends. You always need your girlfriends, but my husband is my best friend. If I could have gone dress shopping with him for my wedding, I would have. And side note, he was literally in the parking lot when I was choosing my wedding gown. But I did that with my mom and sister. But to that point that, like, I love being with him. It never bores me. We enjoy each other's company. So consider that. Am I always arguing with this person? Does he make me happy? Do I see myself growing old with this person? You know, if that person, you know, gets sick tomorrow, am I willing to stay and help him and guide him to health? Like, I'm willing to do all of that for my husband. So you guys have to really consider that before taking the jump into getting married or even moving in together. Now, so we decided to elope. It was a very intimate thing. A lot of our family was like, why didn't I get invited? Or por qué no se invitaron? And I'm like, well, we didn't do anything. It was literally his parents and brother, my mom and sister, my little niece, and her mom. So we did that, you know, super quick. It was at, you know, our local courthouse. And after that, we went on a family vacation. Not even a honeymoon. It was a family vacation. We just went to Laugh into the lake. It was super hot, of course, in the summer. And like, other than that, like, we had so much fun. Like, there's no regret. The whole family joined, and now, you know, a year later, our wedding was a week ago, and we had a blast. Everyone that we loved was there, friends and family. And, you know, if you really stick to your mind to it, even though you elope, you can get that big wedding that you want or desire. And if you don't want a big wedding, then cool, stick to your civil ceremony, have a dinner, or just like we did, go on our little vacation and, you know, call it a day. But that's my take on deciding to actually getting married, and our elopement leading to our big wedding. I will be having a next video on wedding planning, so let me know what you would like to hear in the comments down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.